I'm Josie.
And I'm David. Daily English conversations every single day. Let's get fluent.
So there I was, no phone signal, no map, no idea which country I was technically standing in. And David, it was the best afternoon of my entire life.
Hold on, the best? You were lost. That sounds like my personal nightmare with extra steps.
That's exactly what today's episode is about. Why getting lost might be the best thing that ever happens to you when you travel.
Okay, but before you sell me on chaos, how did you survive without Google Maps? Because I'd still be there, crying, eating a sad sandwich.
All right, picture this. I was in a tiny town in northern Portugal. I'd planned everything. The museum, the famous viewpoint, lunch at exactly 1 o'clock.
Of course you did. You're the kind of person who color codes a holiday.
Guilty. But then I took one wrong turn and suddenly I was completely off the beaten track.
And your color-coded soul just shattered.
Honestly, at first, yes. My heart was pounding. I felt this rising panic like the whole day was ruined.
See, this is why I plan. Panic is not my idea of a souvenir.
But then something shifted. I stopped trying to fix it and just let myself wander.
Wander. There's a word people misuse all the time. You wander with an A when you walk with no direction. You wonder with an O when you're curious about something.
And funnily enough, I was doing both, wandering through the streets and wondering what I'd find.
Smooth. So what did you find, oh fearless wanderer?
A tiny bakery with no sign, no menu, just an old woman pulling bread out of a wood oven. The smell alone nearly made me cry.
Okay, that does sound better than my sad sandwich.
She didn't speak English, I didn't speak Portuguese, and somehow we talked for an hour. That's the magic. It's pure serendipity.
Serendipity. I love that one. It means a happy accident, finding something wonderful when you weren't even looking for it.
Exactly. And you can't put serendipity on an itinerary. That's the whole point.
But here's my pushback. Doesn't a plan create more chances for those moments? More to see, more ground covered?
I used to think so, but a packed schedule means you're always rushing to the next thing. You're physically there, but mentally somewhere else.
Ah, so you tick the box but miss the moment.
Right. You photograph the cathedral but never actually feel it. Getting lost forces you to slow down and just be present.
I'll admit my most rigid trip was Tokyo. I had a spreadsheet, an actual spreadsheet, color-coded by neighborhood.
Of course you did. We're the same person, just one of us admits it.
And you know what I remember most? Not a single thing on the spreadsheet. It was getting on the wrong train.
Wait, really? Tell me everything.
I ended up in this sleepy suburb at sunset. There was a little festival, paper lanterns, kids running around, a stall selling grilled something I still can't identify.
And that wasn't on the spreadsheet.
It couldn't be. You can't schedule a moment that beautiful. It just ambushes you.
Ambushes you. I love that. So you secretly agree with me.
I agree with you about 40%. The other 60% still wants a hotel I've actually booked.
Fair. I'm not saying throw away all plans. I'm saying leave room to go with the flow.
Go with the flow. For our listeners, that means to relax and accept things as they happen without resisting.
Yes. And there's actually science behind why this feels so good.
Oh, here we go. Josie's about to make wandering sound like a TED Talk.
When everything's planned, your brain runs on autopilot. But novelty, surprise, lights up the brain and actually slows down your sense of time.
Hang on, is that why childhood summers felt endless? Everything was new back then.
Exactly. Novelty stretches time. That's why one spontaneous day abroad can feel longer than a whole predictable month at home.
Okay, that's genuinely changing my mind. So getting lost is basically a time machine.
A free one, no spreadsheet required.
But let's be honest with people. Getting lost isn't always magical. Sometimes it's genuinely a bit scary.
True. There's a difference between adventurous and reckless. Trust your gut. Stay aware of your surroundings.
Trust your gut. Quick tip, that means trust your instinct, that deep feeling in your stomach when something's off.
So download an offline map as a safety net. But don't let it stop you from taking that random little alley.
A safety net you don't have to use. I can live with that. Barely, but I can.
And honestly, getting lost teaches you something about yourself. You realize how capable you actually are.
Because you have no choice but to figure it out.
Exactly. You ask a stranger for help, you point at things, you laugh at yourself, you become resourceful.
Resourceful. Good word. It means being clever and quick at finding solutions, especially in a difficult situation.
And those tiny human connections, the stranger who walks you to the station, That's what you remember years later.
Not the 5-star landmark with the 2-hour queue.
Never the queue. Nobody on Earth has fond memories of a queue.
So here's a thought. Maybe getting lost isn't really about geography at all.
Go on.
We spend our whole lives clinging to the plan, the career path, the timeline, the checklist. We're terrified of taking a wrong turn.
But the wrong turn is where life actually happens.
Right? Maybe being a little lost is the only way to find something you didn't even know you were looking for.
Wow, that's the whole episode in one line. Who knew the spreadsheet guy was secretly a poet?
Don't tell anyone. I have a reputation to protect.
So that bakery, that old woman, that hour of broken conversation, none of it was on my itinerary.
And it's the only part you still talk about. Full circle.
So here's your homework, everyone. On your next trip, or even in your own city, take one unplanned turn, just one.
And put your phone in your pocket. Let yourself be a little lost. See what ambushes you.
Try using today's phrases too. Go with the flow, off the beaten track. And if you find a hidden bakery, that's serendipity.
And tell us in the comments about a time getting lost turned into something beautiful. We read every single one.
Tomorrow, we're flipping it around. What to do when you come home and everything feels weirdly wrong. The strange grief of returning.
So don't get lost on your way back here for that one. Or do. We won't judge.
See you tomorrow, everyone.
Get a little lost. It's the only way to be truly found.